what broke you down?
Yeah, I grew up as a child that was told that you'll never amount to anything. You never amount to anything in life. You're not good enough. Living a dangerous life was an adrenaline. I kind of enjoyed it, being on the dangerous lane. I reached my rock bottom.
Yeah,
that's when I found myself homeless.
You did?
Yes, I found myself homeless. Nobody wanted me. Physically, I looked so horrible.
Really?
The admin ladies thought I was a man.
Welcome to Mind, Flow, and Mission with Randzu, the noble one with love. So today's guest is none other than Tsholo Tema, my friend. So excited. So not only that, she is an actress, an addiction counselor. She also has a recreational center as well. And I don't know if I'm missing something.
It's a female rehab center.
Yeah, female rehab.
Yes.
Yes. And then what else am I missing, my babes?
Yeah, I'm a motivational speaker as well.
Yeah.
I'm your everyday woman.
On Women's Month.
Women's Month.
You are showing us who you are.
Oh,
yes. So take us through what broke you down and picked yourself up with. So what did you do with whatever that broke you down in life?
Yeah. Can I just start it from the root of it?
Yeah.
As I grew up as a child that was told that you'll never amount to anything. You never amount to anything in life. You're not good enough. So I grew up with those voices in my head. And, as a child, and you're being told by an elder, someone that you are looking up to, someone who is your legal guardian, and they are feeding you with all this negativity, and you are bound to believe it as a child, So I grew up with all those voices, in my head, and I believed it, at some point, because then I would seek attention as a child, because I felt a void from a very young age, and I would go out of my way to get the attention that I need. And as growing up, things would just pile up, one after another. So just to fast forward, I got into drug addiction. This is when I was trying to maneuver myself into the film industry, So I started by attending your talk shows, like your chat room.
Yes.
I will go there as an audience member to the SABC, because I wanted to find myself
learn,
in the industry, because I had a passion. I still have that passion of acting. So I would go there and just go in there, coming to Joburg. By then I was staying in Pretoria. So I would come this side and to Joburg, and I met people that are into drugs. I met a guy who was into drugs, and I didn't even know that he was. So he invited me to a house party.
Oh.
Yes, at one time in Rosebank, I remember.
Oh, my word.
And I was 18 years old.
That young.
18 years old. Ngwana wa ko Pitori, Johnny just came.
Imagine.
You understand?
Just imagine.
So, I arrived there and I see some familiar faces that are
celebrities.
Yes, and so those people, they gave me a sense of belonging. They made me feel like I belonged. Yes.
Really?
Because for the longest time, I've been searching. I've been on the search for belongings.
Oh, so they made you feel at home.
Yes,
somehow.
You understand.
Was this before the substance or after?
It was before the substance.
Oh, so the environment.
The environment, and you understand, and the energy that was there. I believe, the devil's got a way of luring people in. So I think I was lured into that. So I took my first line of the substance, and my life became a mess.
So from day one, it was already like hooked.
I was hooked from day one. It didn't happen immediately.
Okay.
It was once, but then after a few weeks, I'm like, I want that thing. Where am I going to get it? I don't even know what
where
it is.
yeah.
I don't even know how much it is. Mind
And you don't even know
I'm
what it
only
is.
18, staying in the CBD in Pretoria. So,
oh my word.
yeah. So I walked. I remember I walked to Sunnyside and I was looking for
something.
Nigerian dodgy places because I knew that's where I might find it. You understand?
Is that not demonic, man?
Like, so I will go there to those pubs, taverns, and I'll stand outside. But I was scared to go in because I don't know what I'm looking for. Then I'll go back to my apartment. And then I'm like, let me just forget about this. Let me just drink alcohol. But then eventually I meet people that are on it.
Because now you're searching.
Exactly. You
so
understand?
when you search, you're going to go find what you're looking for.
So, I went deep into it and it landed me in crime. Because I needed to support my habit at some point, you know, and living a dangerous life was an adrenaline, you know. I kind of enjoyed it, being on the dangerous lane, you know. So it became worse because as years went by, it became darker and darker to a point where I lost myself completely.
So you couldn't recognize Tsholo anymore?
No.
So who was she?
Oh my God, she was a lost soul.
Lost, completely lost.
They will give me names. You know, I had a nickname in Pretoria. I had a nickname in Joburg. I had a nickname in my hometown in Hammanskraal. Do you understand? Like,
so the nickname, was it like a bad connotation?
It was.
Like
it was. Okay. It was. You know, in Hammanskraal, they'll call me the Queen. You know, they'll say the Queen of our land. You know, in Pretoria, they will say I'm Mama Vicky, you know, Victoria's Secrets. You know, it's got so many meanings in it. You understand?
I can imagine, like my mind is going wild because, you know, you associate that with...
Exactly. You know, so just to fast forward, I reached my rock bottom.
Yeah,
that's when I found myself homeless.
You did?
Yes, I found myself homeless. Nobody wanted me.
They neglected you, rejected you.
Yes, because I was, I was a problem to everyone. Not even the drug dealers wanted me.
What do you
Not
mean?
even my family, because I was such a problem.
So
I would cause chaos wherever I go. I was lost, completely lost, and I could see my life perishing away. I could see my life ending. And as a mother who had abandoned their kids, family, you know, I was always the bad example in the community.
That you're a terrible mother?
You know, when abazali bakhuza abantwana babo, they say, exactly.
So you were the example.
Yeah, a bad example. Yeah. Good to you. Okay, if when you wanna go out all night, if you continue doing that,
you're gonna be like,
you understand?
And how did that make you feel?
I didn't care.
You just wanted what you wanted.
I did not care because I was self-centered. I was selfish. Oh my God. I only thought about myself, you know, about the next fix, not even myself.
Just when it hits.
Exactly. You know, because I remember at some point, you know, my mother, it affected her so much. My addiction affected my whole family, especially my mother, because she couldn't even go to weddings, funerals. No way.
Why? Because of you. Because of the stigma behind it.
Because of the stigma. She couldn't even go to church because
people knew her. Oh,
they'll be like,
the drugs.
They'll be like, can't wana ke modumi o mo feng o mo rapela ngwana ga a le so.
But ha ba tsebe gore God's plan, you are actually gonna tell us about your testimony. So now going into that, what made you say that, okay, now it's enough? Like in terms of you not wanting to take drugs, what led you there?
It was a desire.
A desire.
I had a desire to change my life. Because remember, I'm in rock bottom.
Yes.
I have nowhere to stay, mind you.
You're homeless.
Homeless. Hey.
Where did you stay, by the way?
Under bridges.
So you were so when you say homeless, you are literally the people begging in the streets, homeless. That kind of homeless.
That kind of homeless.
So not even squatting. Homeless as
I couldn't squat. Remember, nobody wanted me.
you.
Everywhere I go, I cause chaos.
Oh my babe, I'm so sorry.
So it was that desire that I had because I could see, all these years. Remember, I've been in drug addiction for 18 years. So in all these years, it's like there has been a statement after a statement, When it started, it was for the party life, you understand? So that I don't get drunk, because the substance, will make me not to get drunk. You understand?
Really?
Yes, when you're on alcohol. So
okay.
for the energy, for the vibes.
Oh, so it's all about you being like on.
Yes.
That's what it's about.
Yes,
Oh,
so
I
started as a
understand.
lady who
Okay.
drinks with the cocktail,
Yes.
your Cabernet Sauvignon, you understand? To a lady who not black label ya longolongolo.
As in?
Yes, good. 365 days a year.
So you went from one addiction to the next.
Yes.
So how did that affect your self-worth as a woman in addiction?
As I've said that I had lost myself completely. I had lost all morals of life. I didn't know who I was. I didn't know whether I was coming or going. But there was something within me that always assured me that things are going to be fine. I have always been a prayerful. I've always believed in God, even when I was in darkness.
Wow.
I remember there was this time when I was high as a kite. I was sitting on my bed while I was still at home, and I asked God, I said, God, how are we going to do this? Because now there's three things. There's cigarettes, there's alcohol, then there's the drugs.
There's a lot.
How are we going to do this? Because there's no way that I'm going to be able to leave all of them at once.
So we have to pick one.
God said what?
What did God say?
He said, we are going to start with the drugs.
Because that's
the alcohol and with the cigarette.
So all of them?
It played out exactly like that.
My word.
It's only 3 months ago that I had been free from cigarettes, tobacco, completely.
For real?
I woke up and I looked at my life and I could see where God is taking me. I said to myself, in this new dimension that God is taking me, how about cigarette?
And look at you.
Pure.
Look at you.
Yes,
look at you. And funny enough, I was actually going to ask you about your spirituality and how it guided you through this whole process. So now that you've actually explained that, so with that, like the first step with him telling you that, so what step did you take like to go closer to God so that he can help you deal with, because this is a form of demonic.
Yeah, it is. Drugs are an evil spirit.
Yeah, it's an evil spirit that wants to control, wants to destroy and kill, and it just wants chaos. So what steps did you take, like in terms of like going to the right place? Because sometimes we think we go to the right places, and then we end up not being helped.
Oh my God. Oof. I know about that a lot.
Like you go knocking and then they don't help you at all. The same place where they say they're going to help you, but they turn you away, like a church, for example.
Absolutely.
They turn you away because like, no, you're not touching this.
Yeah.
It's going to taint our image. So the image is more important than the actual church, which is against God's will. So with you, how?
It's a journey on its own. I didn't start it on myself. My family also started because they could see my life that it was out of control, because I would always hide it with alcohol. Because then they will say it's alcohol, you understand?
Like pinpoint.
You understand? That's why I could hide it for so long. You understand? So when I said to them, I'm not coping. You all can see that I'm no longer Tsholo fellow that you know. So they said, okay, fine, let's go to church.
Wadumela, you didn't fight, nothing?
I said yes.
Okay.
But then I never went.
Why?
Because I didn't see the need. I didn't want to. You gotta have to want to change for you to be it. You cannot force somebody to
change.
You can't force change on anybody. It's the sad part, that most people even, they wake up when it's too late. Some don't even wake up.
That's the sad.
Yeah,
so the sad part.
My family really tried until I took it upon myself. I would go to church and with Christianity, bazalwane bana le bo hypocrite.
No, I know.
Yeah.
That's why I'm asking.
But you know,
Yeah.
the hypocrisy that was there. A church is supposed to be a home, right? A home of God, a house of God.
And
you
they
know,
accept you.
and accept me as I
but
am.
They don't.
But instead,
judge
the
you.
judgmental was way too much. You know, as much as you try to cut out the voices, you know, and the energies that you get from people, it's it was a lot.
So you would say that that's one of the challenges that you came across with your progress to healing.
Yes, you know, because I went to different kinds of churches because I wanted to change so
deliverance
bad.
churches as well?
Yes, because I wanted to change so bad. But then, and I knew that I couldn't do it on my own. You understand? So I had even opted that, okay, fine, let me commit a crime that's going to keep me longer in prison.
You went to prison?
Yeah, I have been
in and out of.
Yes. Okay. But then I was like, let me commit a crime
that's gonna keep you there
for long
as a form of rehab.
As a form of rehab.
So your mind took you there.
My mind took me there. But then for it was so weird that rehab was not even in my mind. It was only when a woman gave me this piece of paper saying rehab.
Really?
And
you knew about it. It's not like you didn't know there's such a thing as rehab. You did know. Or you just
I did know, but
it was not in your radar.
I did not believe in it because in my area, I didn't know anybody that had been to rehab and
came back successful.
Exactly. And remember, I'm surrounded by witches and wizards, you understand? To a point where I'm also a devil's advocate because I'm living in the darkness.
That is
and
so
I'm
true.
doing the things of the darkness. Because I'm under the spirit of
darkness.
Drugs are an evil spirit, you know.
Yeah.
So then I went through the process of, registering myself to go into rehab. I would attend my sessions with the social worker high and drunk.
Really?
In my 9-inch stiletto, like...
So you looked... proper, like
I had to make sure that I looked
proper. You looked the part, but inside you were dying.
Yes,
and you just wanted to get it over and done with.
Exactly,
that's what you wanted.
I was desperate. For change, and when I walked into the rehab center, I didn't even know what do they do for rehab.
TV but they don't really go deep into exactly the programs that they go through and stuff.
So I got in there and I did a first 6 weeks program. I was physically, I looked so horrible.
Really?
The admin ladies thought I was a man.
What do you mean they thought you were a man?
They asked me, "Are you a man?" It was crazy. I was so dark.
So what? I want to understand. So these drugs make you dark.
They make you. You lose your complexion.
You lose your complexion.
Yes.
I see. Like you look like you die. Like you drained a bit. Like
yes.
Your hydration.
Yes. Honali di bone di feta le marago. Honali matswele o ba fletefa.
Ya na
yo. Di go feta o ba vas plank. More over flat. The voice had changed. Because I do have a unique voice, but it went too deep.
Because it's deep already. And it's nice deep.
So can you imagine that they said, excuse me, are you male, or female? I'm like, huh?
Excuse me.
Tandega. Oh my God.
Oh my word. So but with all that, who stood by you and who didn't? And do you still remember?
Remember, my family wanted nothing to do with me. My mother has been the person that has always stuck with me, even though it got tough, on her, because at some point she wanted to commit suicide because of what she was going through because of me.
Sure.
So she still stuck with me, and I didn't have a support structure. You understand? Like relatives and so forth. So when I got into my recovery, into that rehab, I stayed for a year. It was a spiritual program.
Oh, nice.
I stayed for a year. In that place, that's where I have found my biggest cheerleaders.
Oh, yeah?
I found my haters.
Ooh.
I found my mother. I found my fathers. I found everything in that place, and I couldn't believe it. Remember, I was going there for 6 weeks.
So it's a whole 6 weeks.
Yeah, so I didn't know that there's also a 1-year program within the place. So I was like, I'm not going home, because what am I going to do in 6 weeks? I feel it's too small.
You must take the whole program.
Exactly. Yeah. So I'm like, okay, fine. Please sign me up for a halfway house. Oh my God. Like the CEO
so it's called a halfway house.
Halfway house. It's inside the rehab. So, they accepted me, and that's when I found my purpose on earth. That's when I got to discover what it means.
What does hope?
Hope, So I'm like, okay, God, I see you. So I walked this journey of 18 years for me to be the hope to others. Then social workers, they started asking me to facilitate classes. I'm like, but God, I'm also a patient here. How is this possible? Light. So I could see that God is aligning me, and He's showing me exactly where it is that He wanted to take me. So I studied addiction counseling online, being in rehab. Nobody remember
already inside.
I was like, how am I going to get money to even pay for this course?
Yeah.
Then I started baking muffins and selling them around the center. And then I heard the grandpa was giving away small funding for small businesses.
Yes, I heard of that.
Yes. So I applied for it, and I got a call back, and the rehab was, they were so good to me. They allowed me to go outside to attend the workshops, you understand? By the grace of God, I won the first prize of 20K. And in the rehab center.
I love it.
So I took some of that money, I paid for the course, So
that is actually very smart, and you had wisdom there.
Yes. Yeah. So just to fast forward, I started, the process of opening my own organization while being in rehab.
Claps for you.
Because I knew God has already shown me what is it that I have to do. You understand? So that is my calling.
Definitely, Tsholo.
That is what I am called to be. Do. Yes. And one thing that I would say is that it's not easy to be the chosen one.
Can you say that again?
It's not easy to be a chosen one,
Because you have to walk the line for you to to motivate, teach, and inspire.
At the same time.
How would you inspire people if you didn't walk that line?
Exactly. You understand? At the same time, I'm basically on daily basis, I'm at a spiritual warfare, because remember, I walk for the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
You understand? Amen. And we have so much darkness in the world, but remember, I know that darkness. I am familiar with it.
So you can see and sense.
I can see and see. I know the energies. I know.
Definitely. You can't go anywhere.
No.
You have to I don't know, people don't know about spiritual hygiene.
Yeah.
Now that you know all about spiritual hygiene.
Exactly.
So you have to now move around in places that you're not going to get like tainted anymore. And I applaud you for that.
Oh, thank you.
Yes, my love. And then I also wanted just to find out, since you spoke about the rehab, I know that you've got your own. So what prompted you to actually start your own?
Remember when I left the rehab, now I was a qualified and accredited addiction counselor, right?
Yes,
so when I left the rehab, I got into radio,
broadcasting.
Yes. So there's a woman by the name of Hadi Ranamani, who reached out to me. She's a news anchor there.
I mean, your voice, girl.
Yeah, she reached out and said, you know what, your story, because I speak about my life on social media. And she's like, we want to hear more of, you understand? And this is a radio station in my hometown.
Oh.
So I had a slot on Fridays. So I will speak about awareness, about prevention of substance abuse and so forth. So I started taking my edits, to
the
rehab.
Okay.
By doing that, I mean that I will start the whole process with them. I will take them to go get their police affidavit. Remember, sometimes they don't want, right?
Oh,
I must go to the trap house. And
so you go, you're not just like, you go like hands, everything, you go hand in hand, police station,
doctor's appointment.
So you're walking with them.
Like literally.
You are healing with them.
Literally holding their hand. Because
step by step.
Because I know how difficult it is. You understand? And especially, the stigma on drug addiction, it is so bad. Though we have so many addictions that are overlooked, but the one that is of drugs, it's a pandemic in the country. So I know the pain of being there. You understand? So to hold their hand and get them through it. And when they come back, I also find them employment as well. That's what I used to do by then. I will find them employment as well, because you can't just sit and not do anything. You understand? And it's God.
Yeah, it can't be.
As I've said that, I'm employed by the Holy Spirit.
Hallelujah.
So it's God that is using me to be a change, to be the light to the lives of those that are crushed in spirits.
Remember, I gave you a name.
Yes.
Tsholo Anointed.
Yes, I remember.
Yeah, that's it. Yeah, so now I want to know, like, since you've opened yours,
yes,
why do you separate the men and the women? Okay, it's obvious, but I want to know from you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. We have two rehab centers. It's Spiritual Restoration Center, and the male center is based in Boksburg and the female center is based in Germiston. So reason why is they're in two different locations. You cannot put them together. It's a recipe for disaster. I'm telling you.
One
I remember
to the next.
I know the mind of an addict. You understand? So that's why now I got some rope.
Ne?
Go banana from 13 poso hey. So it's best for their recovery that they get to just be in different places. And we have recently launched the female center. And it's doing well. And, I'm here to change, the lives of women out there.
Lovely.
We are in the Women's Month,
Yes.
So we've got such amazing programs, for women, because I'm not only leading this center with experience, and my profession as well, but I'm also leading with dedication, with love.
I love that.
As it is the calling that God has called me to do.
Wow, Tsholo, that's so amazing. And then with your platform that you're using, how do people then reach you right now? Like in terms of getting a hold of your programs without reaching on like social media? Like how do they go? Like where is there like?
I am Tsholo Tema everywhere.
That's you. You
Tsholo
don't have
Tema,
you don't have a stage name.
No, Tsholo Tema TikTok, Tsholo Tema Facebook, Tsholo Tema Instagram, and our website is www.spiritual-center-.com.
Lovely.
Yes.
And then anyone that's actually suffering from addiction right now, do you have words of wisdom, words of encouragement for them to pull through?
Actually, I wrote something for them.
Please,
because I didn't want to forget this because it is so important.
Yeah.
Which camera do I look at?
You look at this camera.
Okay, yes. To the one that is fighting the battle of addiction in silence, I see you, even when the world doesn't. I know the weight that you are carrying. I know the shame that you don't speak of. And I know the fear that you have, thinking that tomorrow will be the same as today. But please, there is no pain without purpose. You are not struggling. You are actually surviving. Now it is time for you to live. Addiction is not who you are. It's something that you are going through. And healing is not meant to be perfect. God is close to those who are broken in spirit. And he serves those that are crushed in spirit. Look at me. I was eating from the dustbins. I was sleeping under bridges. Because I had nowhere to go. So the pain that you are feeling now cannot be compared to the joy that is coming. So take my life as a testimony and carry it and be hopeful. You are enough.
Amen.
You are worthy of being loved. You are worthy of recovery. So seek out. Reach out. Go to your social workers. Some rehabs are free. Mine is not free, by the way. But it's not even expensive either. It's affordable,
Yeah.
So stand up, go to your social workers DSD. They, South Africa has got so many opportunities. We have Department of Social Development that is doing remarkable work. You understand? On the lives of the youth. Yes. Go to your social workers, reach out. Reach out to me. Let me walk this journey with you.
Yeah.
Because this is what I'm here for.
I love that.
Yeah.
Tsholo, you know what? You've actually answered most of them, all the questions with us just talking that we had already prepared. So now, like in short, when we're closing now, what is your balance on your mental clarity and how you move forward and your mission in your work?
Oh my God, there is so much that grounds me. I find balance in the things that I love.
Yeah.
I've got a love for healing people. I've got a love for seeing people happy. I've got a love for filling in people's cup. I've got, most importantly, my love for God.
I love that.
I have made God the centerpiece of my life. So everything else that happens around me, it is from God. I don't want people that are not godly.
I love that.
You understand? God uses his strongest soldiers. You understand? So even thieves don't break into empty houses.
That is true.
So even the drug addicts that will be coming, they'll be coming with the demons that they have, right? But that God has used me. God is still using me,
today.
Exactly, as you call me the anointed Tsholo.
Yes.
So yes, I'm anointed and appointed by God to heal people, in a way that God has made it possible for me too. So change is inventable, we gotta change. Like, who wakes up the same like every day? You understand? I mean, you grow as a person. You understand? Every day is a new day. So even me, this woman that is sitting here today, I don't know this woman. I've never met her, but I love her.
Yes.
I love her so much. So, people need to realize that old keys don't open new doors.
That is true.
Get rid of the old and get in with the new. You cannot want to go into a new dimension with...
And then keep...
Yes, you understand, with old baggage, with old behavior.
And we always want to look back. Look at Lot's wife. She looked back.
Exactly.
And then she turned into a pillar of salt because she couldn't fathom what's ahead of her.
So, I mean, we let go and we let God. God has used everything. Romans 28:8, because he has used everything that was bad.
When turned into good.
Turned into good. Like, he took me from the trenches and put me here.
And he turned you to beauty.
Oh.
Look at you.
The glory.
The glory.
It is the glory.
I know our episode is so short. I wish it could be longer.
Oh, I'm telling you, I've got so much.
I know. we should actually come back for like a part 2.
We should, especially
because we just dealt with the addiction part.
Yeah.
I mean, now I think we can move on to how you actually move from that, and now you've got other things that you're working with.
Yeah.
Your projects, your acting.
Oh, yes.
Career.
Tomorrow, actually, I'm starting. Oh my God, I am so excited.
Yes.
There's a new show. I cannot mention the name.
Ooh.
Yes, it's on Showmax.
Look at you.
Yeah, I'm going to be starting my new role there from tomorrow.
I am so proud of you. I'm so happy for you.
Oh, thank you.
You deserve everything but the best.
You.
From the day I saw you, I thought, oh, wow, what a wonderful lady. Aww. And then you shared your story with us there. And we just clicked from then.
Yeah.
And we clicked because of God.
You are amazing. You are just this amazing woman.
Oh, thank you.
A pioneer.
Oh, thank you, my babe.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much. So we all heard this wonderful lady from redemption. There's a story of redemption here. She's been redeemed by God, and she's walking the line with the restoration of other people, not just with her, but with other people as well. So please just catch her on her socials. Like she said, we're going to write them down on the screen. And until next time, please don't forget to subscribe to Mind, Flow, and Mission with Randzu. Until next time, bye.
Bye.